I remember reading a story a while back, a long time ago, and then it was on Tarot too, about in 2020. It was talking about, I guess it was chosen ones, but it was talking about, 'cause I think something like this happened in the past, and it was talking about how they had to get, it was certain chosen ones. It wasn't many, two or three, four, whatever, but they was, it's like the Diddy thing. It's like that's a whole corporate, that's a whole thing. I'm trying to say it without, what YouTube play it. But it's like, it's a lot of witches and warlocks, man. Let's just say that down bad ones. Witches and warlocks all around the world. I remember reading a story about they gon' they sacrifice people for energy, cipher energy. For celebrities, commodities, whatever. And just like a dart, what they call that, sinister thing. But anyway, what happened is they kept killing people. Like I said with Mo3 and different people, they kept killing folks. Michael Jackson. And what happened was, God put somebody in these people's place that's gifted. God put a person in these people. It's like around the world. It's like, it ain't just certain one chosen one. It's a few. It might be a person in every part of the world. Who knows? I don't know. But they can't kill like that river. And you refer to your river. Let's say energy came out of there. Let's say shit, the four horsemen jumped out of there. Hell. Or whatever. And let's say the four horsemen is in the corner of the earth now. And they in these positions to where people kept ciphering energy and sacrificing folks, killing people, killing their families and everything. Because I got to see this on a whole, I don't know why I want to say molecular level, but I got to see this on a level where I got to see how they use the vulnerable to, how they use the vulnerable to basically put the world in a stagnated state, in a crippled state. And it was so many people from job scared. And you know what? I've been thinking about that book lately. And I've been saying to myself, that's why the population's so high. Because so many people can be involved in that. Cause they got people that watch the toilet bowls. They got people that watch everything around you. That's a lot of jobs. That's a lot of jobs. But anyway, they got these people, and what happened was these angels, high vibrational archangels, warrior angels. And these angels work strictly for God, bro. Like, these is God soldiers. God soldiers. You know what I'm saying? They roll with God. And it's like these angels ain't gonna bend. They ain't bending. And people will steal the money. The people will steal the money. They get the money. But see, the angels, a real true angel ain't caring about no money. Whatever God tell them to do, they gonna do it. So that's what happened. They replaced these celebrities. They replaced these people that they would normally sacrifice for real angels that they can't sacrifice. And if they even tried, the earth got a weird way of when you start messing with the elements, uh, regurgitating and fixing itself back. So it's like this is in something I read a long time ago. These energies can't be, just like I go back to that dude that said that of the father to one of the wealthy. And he said, you can't do that, don't do it, because I guess he lived in the era where they did that shit, and it came to this right here. Everybody, and they just brought corporations and corporations and corporations down that was actually ran by witchcraft work, warlocks and witchcraft work. And it was like basically like a hard reset on the world. And the world, my grandpa was telling me a story about that too, when he was still alive. And he was like, that was the time I think he said that everybody had to start back planting their gardens and go back to work. You know what I'm saying? He was like, they just went to the stores to buy meat because something catastrophic had happened, and the food just wasn't no good. Like now, wasn't no nutrients in the food, and it was just bad all the way around. And the population, I don't know about now. Like in this situation, this population is so great, and but it was like a hard reset. He said it was like a hard reset. He was like people had to go back to work and start doing stuff on their own, and that really changed the game because people who was on high horses, you know, especially I ain't gonna say that, but it's certain individuals who was on high horses. And this don't necessarily gotta be wealthy people. It just gotta be. It can be beautiful people who think they're better than everybody. It's just any kind of person, really. But these damn people had to go to work and get dirty. They had to come back to reality, snap back to reality. And my grandpa was telling me as a child, he used to tell me, he said, be wary of these moments, because they do come. And he said, ain't no way around it when that happened. It's almost like waking justice up, man. And once justice, and what people don't understand, when justice walk, death walk with it. Death and justice is like best friends. So it's like, ain't no way around that shit. So it's almost like somebody just kept killing, and it's like a energy tank, basically. It's like an energy tank. You know what I'm saying? The earth got filters, and if you keep on doing something wicked, just to keep the wicked in power, these filters will fill up. And once that filter fill up, the justice wakes up. Justice and death wakes up. And once that happens, they finna clean up the damn world. They finna clean up everything. And that's what it look like now. It look like everything going down one tube. It look like all the evil is sliding down. It's going to one direction. I don't know, y'all. If I was y'all, I'd try to get out of it. But I know, like my man Palmer said, there'd be so much loss. People would rather take it to their grave, but that ain't no good idea. Because if you knew how it was on that side, you'll sacrifice this side before you sacrifice that next side. But you can't tell y'all that. Y'all something else. But yeah, so that's what it looked like. I don't know why I read that. I read that in a book when I was going crazy with reading. About like I do now with meditation. I had got into it. That's what I do. I choose something that I want to transmit my energy to, and I really get in it. And when I got into reading, I just kept reading, but I couldn't stop reading. I started having a problem with my woman. Whatever woman I was with, I read so much. And I just wouldn't stop reading. But I read one of them books, and it was reading something like that. I think it was a book or somebody old somewhere. But I remember around 2020, 2018, 2017 when I read something like that. But it was like, they keep doing stuff, and they going in the wrong direction anyway. They stealing anyway. But they wind up building corporations off this crap. But the problem is, God, the people that they stealing the energy from be like angels, vessels and stuff. And what and another problem be is that them are Satan and God vessels. So you sacrificing something that both of them need just to even reside here on the planet. So you ain't God. You never be a God. Not in that direct. Not going that way. I'm just guessing this stuff, but that's what it sounds like. You can't do that. You can't keep going that way. And I guess in everybody's minds, it's like, I think people were just so hell bent on God wasn't real. Even people who go to church and stuff and all the time, I think people had got into the mindset to think God just ain't real. But that's the thing. High ups and 1% know God real. And they know about this energy thing that I'm trying to explain. They know, like, you can wake it up. You can wake death up. You can wake justice up if you keep going in the wrong direction. So it's best to eventually start your own business, get your own money, and put things back right. If you ciphering energy off of people, but yeah, but anyway, but that's what it was though. It's like when you look at all the artists and stuff that been dying, obviously that's the same thing that happened back in the day, and they had to shut that shit down. I mean, something catastrophic happened to the point where they had to shut it down because there's a lot of people employed by these folks. I was like wondering why people keep having kids. And I was like, and people keep making decisions to be with lovers that don't love them. It's all about when you get married for sex and money, the relationship's not gonna be no good. And then you gonna mess around and get in a relationship with this person. You gonna have kids by that person. Then you gonna leave this person. And then that's a group of kids. Them like extra kids. Cause when you leave that person, you gonna from your experience from that relationship, you gonna go find a real relationship. Now you gonna want to have kids for real, a family for real. Them just extra kids. So I think that's what happens. Is just people get comfortable in their ways. And like I said, I heard something in the Astro where it said basically custom Ten Commandment. It was like people try to remodify another group like Ten Commandments to basically replace the Ten Commandments in secret. And been living like that. But you can't do that. God ain't changing none of the law. He ain't changing nothing in that book. He ain't changing. I used to have to tell people out here when I was young, I was preaching at a young age, bro. I used to can preach so good, I was probably like 14 or something, man. I would preach standing in the field or something. People would gather around me and listen to me preach. No matter what I would talk about God or something. I sure would. Old and young, we gather around. So I was like talking about God at 4 years old. And I was just sitting here looking like I could tell why the chosen ones in these boxes and bottles, they can't come out till all this is done, bro. Because there's so much wickedness out there. Ain't nobody loving you, man. They'll play that they love you and switch your destiny with somebody else that ain't fit to be in, and you can't do that. And that's what the problem was. That like that's that historical magic they finna get rid of, and it's finna. You could tell it's finna get rid of itself because it's finna be an embarrassing moment for a lot of people that didn't back out of it. I can see it, bro. I can see it wrapping up because I done been through it before. It's wrapping up, and it's like a lot of people finna be put on Front Street. A lot of people. When I seen this in a smaller version, it was people that was on a pedestal. I seen this in real life, in real time. There were people that was on a pedestal. I seen when I went through this for 2 years, there were people that was on a pedestal, high pedestal. Bro, when they got cleaned out, they were worse than junkies on the street, and they wasn't junkies. Everybody had to literally feel sorry for them just to get them up, get them help. And they had to learn how to work and everything. Like the people they picked on, the people they talked about, they wound up being lovers to them. They had, you know what I'm saying, make them out of lovers or whatever. And it was ugly, but it was beautiful at the same time. But I saw it. Like all those people just fell off real bad. And they was just so awful. It was so awful. And that's why I was shocked. When now that I see it on such a broad scale, I was like, this is going to be a hell of a show right here. This is going to be one hell of a show. Because you're not going to win, not against God. This is planet. God will not let you tear this planet up. He ain't going to let you tear this planet up. So y'all sitting out there having kids. I mean, it's 8.2 billion people and you act like you don't give a damn. And you just going worse and getting worse. And you know, God ain't finna let you tie this planet up. It's like you like a rich child with a car that you didn't deserve. And you go out there and have an accident and kill yourself or kill somebody else in that damn fast car. That's how you doing the planet. He pumping the brakes on this sucker, bro. You can tell he is, because ain't nobody doing right by him. It don't matter who you think you are. I see straight through your illusions. That ain't gonna work with God. God, he even works on people that know his word and do the opposite. So that facade you putting on, all that shit ain't gonna work, guy. But yeah, that's what it's looking like though, y'all. But right now I just heard somebody, well, I just heard it now while we're talking. Top sub. Top sub. Shop. Top sub shop. Hello Money. I saw this on a small scale though. I wish I can, if I get out of here and I can get to movie directors style, I'll explain it to them. Cause it'll be a great movie to make. But I saw it on a small scale. And I mean, it took people, I don't even know if I was involved in it. But I just know other angels got gifts too. And I just know who was going through something in the hood. That's when they were locking up everybody, just taking out the slums in the hood. And other blacks that had money act like they didn't see it. Shit, God came through and shut that down so fast. He shut it down so fast, the government and shit was able to hide it. That's how fast he shut that shit down. They was able to hide it. It was like he took the seat right off and under him, boy. Took the steps right off and under. And some of these people did not see it coming, bro. Did not see it coming. It was ruthless to see. It sure was. I think God just wanted me to see that because to remind, now that I'm going through it myself in this situation, I was like, wow, this is the same thing I've seen before. That I saw it twice in my life outside of this time, but on a smaller scale. Like I said, the longest scale before this was 2 years. One before that was about a year. And I seen people, and then it was like the people who, in my energy, the people who was torturing me would come to me and act like I can get a job now. All of a sudden, I can get a job. All of a sudden, I can go places nobody's staring at me. It's like it stopped for a while. It was like just a huge organization, bro. But I mean, in this case, it's like a huge organization around the whole world that's got something going on. It's just wicked, 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 wicked. And the problem is, this guy trying to save this planet, and the people that save the planet is the one that everybody keeps sacrificing. Can't save the planet if you put it like this. Let me easy way of explaining this shit. You can't fix a car without a mechanic.